What is your approach to the question of guidance? Some people approach guidance like a tightrope walker. They think that life is all about making the one right decision. There is one best path for you, and if you miss it, you will fall off God's will for your life. Is that the way you think of guidance? Or others, I call them the boundary keepers. And for them, life is a wide open plain, really. And there are a few sort of boundaries out there. You don't want to break any, too many major commandments out there. But as long as you're not breaking the rules out there, you just get on as you please. Which do you lean towards? Do you lean towards the tightrope walker or the boundary keeper? The tightrope walker is fearful and wants to get it right. The boundary keeper is detached and wants to do their own thing. Which one are you? Well, both are wrong. And Proverbs chapter 3 explains why. We're going to have a look at verses 5 and 6, and really this scripture is often many people's favorite scripture in all the Bible. My mother actually wrote this in the cover of a Bible that I got when I was baptized. So this is a significant verse for many different people. Proverbs chapter 3 verses 5 and 6. Listen in for how this teaches us about the issue of guidance. Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. This is excellent advice when it comes to guidance. Listen again to how it begins. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. So trust in the Lord. This is about confidence. This is not about the fearfulness of the tightrope walker. But it's also with all your heart. So it's not about the detachment of the boundary keeper. Neither the tightrope walker nor the boundary keeper are thinking in personal terms. They're too busy either getting it right or doing their own thing to bother with relationship. But as we saw yesterday, the essence of wise lives is to be joined to a person called wisdom. We are not on a tightrope, nor are we in a wide open plain. We're in a relationship, a trusting heart-to-heart relationship. That is the context for guidance. And once we're clear on this, Proverbs 3 continues with a wonderful note of freedom. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him. Or you could translate that, in all your ways, know him. So literally this verse is saying, as you travel along the many ways that there are, it doesn't say God has one and only one path for you. It says, in all your ways. It doesn't say there's one path and it's God's path. It says there are many paths and they are your paths. You see, we do have different ways that we can travel, and they are truly our ways. Jesus lets us own our own decisions. He entrusts us with wonderful freedom, and he presents to us a glorious opportunity. In all your ways, acknowledge him. In all your ways, know him. Whatever path we take, we are to walk it with the Lord in order to know him better. So whether I take the job or turn the job down, whether I marry or stay single, whatever I do, I am to know the Lord. The point is not so much to make the right decision. The point in all our decisions is to know Jesus. I heard about one girl at college who was very fraught, thinking about a decision she had to make. She went to one of her professors and he said to her, you know what, even if you make the right decision, Jesus still forgives you. You see, the point is not to get the right decision. The point is to know the Lord. So much of our tightrope walking is that we just want to be right. And so much of our boundary keeping is that we want to forget relationship and just do our own thing. But here, the life of the believer is to enjoy a close walk with the Lord, wherever that may take us, and to know him. In that context, Solomon gives us a promise, and he will make your paths straight. Some doors will open, others will close. He will redeem old mistakes and he will unfold new options for the future. He will make our paths straight. That doesn't mean easy. His paths will go through a valley of deep shadow. But the thing about a straight path is that you can see to the end. And at the end, all things will be well. We are simply to keep our eyes on him. So today, do you have guidance worries? Don't be a tightrope walker. Don't be a boundary keeper. Instead, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, know him, and He will make your paths straight.